Hello, everybody, and welcome to the nomination announcement award for the 2022 to 2023 Horrorween Pumpkin Awards. I'm Robbie Fleming, as you know, the creator of this group. This will be on the Facebook group now, and I will put it onto YouTube later. So, hello if you're watching from YouTube. And joining me today is Cody House. Hello, Cody.
Hey, Robbie, how are you? Awesome to be here to
I'm good.
announce Horrorween Pumpkin nominations just in time for spooky season to start.
Exactly. I've been getting into more horror films recently. Yes. You looking forward to any horror films coming out?
Oh, coming out. I am intrigued by the new Exorcist movie. I don't know if it'll actually be good, but I liked David Gordon Green's first Halloween movie quite a bit. The
Yeah.
sequels, not as much, but we'll see. That's the only really big horror movie. I don't really care about the Saw franchise, and I forget what else is coming out, but I don't think there's any other noteworthy horror films I know about.
Well, hopefully one might jump out of surprise and will be contenders for the next season.
Yeah, I know there's a Hulu movie out I haven't seen yet that's about aliens. It's supposed to be good.
Yes. Yes. Right. So going on to ceremony, at the bottom of the voting card, we all the group members and other people voted for these nominees. And the first one we're going to announce was the one that was already going to be the winner of, and it's the first annual Horror Icon Award. And the award went to John Carpenter.
Yeah!
Yes, amazing director.
Mm-hmm.
And, and
Incredible
also
run.
and also and also a fantastic film composer as well.
Oh yeah, he's a great composer and still puts out great music to this day. He's remastered pretty much all of his scores from his movie, and he's coming out with a new album right now with some remastered tracks from Halloween 3 and Escape from New York.
Nice. Unfortunately, my favorite movie of his, he doesn't do the score for it.
He technically did play part of the score. I know it's mostly in Ennio Morricone, but he did sample some of that score himself as well because he didn't even
Yeah,
use all of Morricone's music. And in fact, in the Hateful Eight, there's a track that wasn't used in the soundtrack that's in that film.
makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, so John Carpenter's won 3 of these awards. He's won Best Director for The Thing and 2 score awards for The Fog and Halloween 2.
Yeah, both those. I mean, Halloween 2's fine as a score. It's not as good as the original Halloween, but most Carpenter scores rule.
Yes, I bet they do. I bet they do. And because you're doing this with me, would you like to announce the nominees for Best Stunt Team, our first award of the night?
Sure, the nominees for Best Stunt Team are Barbarian, Cocaine Bear, Evil Dead Rise, Megan, and Scream 6.
Nice. There are some good contenders. I've not seen Scream 6 yet, but I've seen the other 4. I recently watched Evil Dead Rise. I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't a fan of that movie.
Did you like the 2013 remake?
I've not seen that one yet.
Oh, well, that's actually who I would give this award to just because of all the crazy effects and everything. I pretty much, I dug it. I thought it was like in spirit of the Raimi films in a lot of ways. Definitely had some Raimi shots in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. There was just too much blood. I feel like sometimes when there's a bit too much blood, it ruins it.
So too gory for you.
Yes, I'm going to give this one to Barbarian.
That's a good contender as well.
But I think Cocaine Bear could be the winner because it's the most action-packed of the five.
Yeah, it's probably my least favorite film of the five, though.
Makes sense, as I have seen Cocaine Bear, and it is a bit silly.
Yeah, I needed it to be like about 50% more crazy, like the beginning of the movie, and it was just kind of the premise, you know. It wasn't as ridiculous as the trailers made it out to be.
No, no, definitely not. The last winner of this award was Prey,
That is definitely a worthy winner.
and the first win was Friday the 13th. So we just finished the 1980 season.
Interesting.
But yeah, I think Barbarian would be my favorite of these five.
Well, that's my favorite film of these five, but yeah.
By a mile. Well, Scream 6 might be better for me, but
It might. I enjoyed it. It's fun.
I bet it is. I bet it is. Right. That was a good category. You ready for best score next?
Yeah, let's hear them.
For best score, we have Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross for Bones and All, Stephen McKeon for Evil Dead Rise, Herdis Steffensdotter for Knock at the Cabin, Colin Stetson for The Menu, and Tyler Bates and Tim Williams for Pearl. I think Bones and All will probably win this, and I think it should because I do love the Trent and Atticus Ross, and they always make sure they put in a lot of effort into their music.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing because one, I don't really remember these other scores that well, and also it may be favoritism, but it was a great score, and they're great composers. So
They are great composers. I mean, second for me would be Pearl.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yes, I really enjoyed Pearl, and the music was just perfectly was in line with the story.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with you.
Yes. Did you want to read the little facts I've written?
Yes, the first winner of this award went to John Carpenter for The Fog. The last winner was Michael Abels for Nope. Marco Beltrami has been nominated the most, 13 times, and has also won the most awards, 4. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross previously received a Best Score nomination for Bird Box in 2018, but it lost to Marco Beltrame for A Quiet Place, of course. Colin Stetson was also nominated in this category in the same year for Hereditary. Tyler Bates has received 2 Best Score nominations for Dawn of the Dead in 2004. He lost to The Village, and Slither in 2006, but lost to Javier Nervarti for Pan's Labyrinth. Stephen McKeon, Herdis, how do you Stefan? Stefan Stoddard and Tim Williams will receive their first nominations.
Nice. I think with the Icelandic names, it's kind of your dad's name is your last name with son or daughter added to the end.
Oh, is that how it goes?
Yeah, I think it's the same in Norway, I think.
Okay.
But yes, the next category is very interesting because it covers the majority of the technical side of filmmaking and its best production values.
Yeah, so the nominees are Beau is Afraid, Bones and All, Knock at the Cabin, The Menu, and Pearl. Personally, these are all 5 great nominations in my opinion.
Oh, they are. They are all perfect.
And I know you're not a fan of this film, but I think I gotta give it to Beau is Afraid just because of how much technical skill is in that movie, and especially all the different transitions they make from one scene to the next, and then the play within the movie, and then the mix of animation and everything involved with it.
No, the technical side was the thing that kept me like what more invested. It was just more the plot line I didn't like.
You didn't want to be in a constant state of anxiety.
I have anxiety, so that would be a nightmare to me. It's not a comedy in my
Have
eyes.
you watched Uncut Gems? That's a constant state of anxiety too.
Yes, I have, but I can follow that story better.
Actually, both of their movies is a constant state of anxiety.
Oh, Good Time rules.
Yeah, it does, but I mean, it's
Yes, I get you.
yeah.
But for me, I'm gonna have to go with the menu on this one because I rewatched it today and I really loved the shots and obviously the production design of how they made the sets and obviously the editing and how they present each dish as like you're watching a food like cooking show.
Yeah, it's a very clever and well-made movie, and the production design is top-notch.
Yes. Speaking of Pearl, the last winner was X, and the first winner was The Shining.
Yeah, The Shining, that's a great production value.
Yeah. You've seen X, haven't you?
Yeah, I have the unpopular opinion. I slightly prefer X over Pearl,
Oh,
just by a
I
hair.
thought Pearl was better.
I know most people agree with that, but I had more fun watching X. Pearl is a stronger performance character study for me, but I thought X was a more entertaining film.
Yes. I get what you mean. But now we're going to move on to the story side, and we can't have an argument with this one because I only have one writing category, and it's best screenplay.
Yeah, and it's a mixture here of adapted and original.
Yes, so we have Zach Kreger for Barbarian, David Kajanik for Bones and All, M. Night Shyamalan, Steve Desmond, and Michael Shearman for Knock at the Cabin, Seth Rice and Will Tracy for The Menu, and T. West and Mia Goth for Pearl.
Oh, I didn't know she was credited as one of the screenwriters on those.
Yep.
Interesting.
And again, I'm going to have to give this one to The Menu.
I'm going Barbarian.
That would be my second choice because
I just love the structure of Barbarian and how it pulls like every 30 minutes it changes what's happening in the movie.
Is it because they changed the male character halfway through?
I mean, that was such a wild turnaround, right? You think it's this story with the girl and the guy, and then we cut to what is his name? Justin Long, and then we go back there, and then we get a backstory. I mean, that's just great screenplay structure.
Yes, definitely. And I think The Menu will do well because it is quite like a dialogue-driven movie.
Oh, for sure. I mean, all of these are top-notch screenplays to me.
Definitely. Did you enjoy Knock at the Cabin like I did?
Yeah, I liked it quite a bit. I didn't love it. But I was kind of surprised that there was really no twist in the movie. It was exactly what it was advertising, but I thought Dave Bautista was incredible.
Yes, definitely. I think we'll hear his name pop up in a bit. But did you want to read the facts?
Yeah, so the first winner of this award went to Brian De Palma for Dress to Kill. The last winner went to C. Robert Cargill and Scott Derrickson for The Black Phone. The most nominations have gone to Guillermo del Toro for 6, and the most awards have gone to David Lynch and Jordan Peele. They both have won twice. This is the 4th Best Screenplay nomination for M. Night Shyamalan. He won for The Sixth Sense in 1999. He was also nominated in 2002 for Signs. He lost to Mark Romanok for 1 Hour Photo, and 2015 for The Visit lost to Robert Eggers for The Witch. T.I. West was nominated last year for X and lost to Cargill and Derrickson. Krieger, Kalgunovich, Desmond, Sherman, Goff, Reese, and Tracy all receiving their first nominations.
Yes, they all kind of deserve credit for what they've done to these awesome screenplays.
Yeah.
All right, Cody, we're down on to the acting ones now. I thought you'd be best at reading this one since you've met an actress nominated for this category.
Yes, I have. So the nominees for Best Supporting Actress are Hong Chow for The Menu, Patti LuPone for Beau is Afraid, Margot Martindale for Cocaine Bear, Jenny Ortega for Scream 6, and Miranda Odo for Talk to Me. I haven't seen Talk to Me yet, but a lot of people say it's great.
Yeah, no, neither have I. I really want to see that.
Apparently, Peter Jackson loved it. Yes, I have met and acted on stage with Margot Martindale when I was in college.
That's character actress Margot Martindale if you watch BoJack.
Yep. They they specify that. But I think I've got to give it to Broadway legend Patti LuPone for Beau is Afraid.
That's who I want to give it to, and that's who I think will win because her performance was one of the best things about that movie.
I mean, it's just it's not very much of the movie, and it's just she's in there. She pretty much owns the screen.
She does. But yes, Jenna Ortega was the last one of this award of X, so she might win a double in a row. And I don't blame her if she does. The first winner was Jamie Lee Curtis for The Fog. Jennifer Jason Leigh has the most nominations with 4. Toni Collette has the most awards with 3. Obviously, Jenna Ortega, last one for X last year. Miranda Otto was nominated for this award back in the year 2000 for What Lies Beneath, but she lost to Reese Witherspoon for American Psycho, and Hung, Patty, and Margot all received their first nominations.
So your first and last winners is one screen queen to another.
Yes. I think this is a strong category.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I would say, because I haven't seen Talk to Me, I'd say 3 of those performances are possibly the standouts in the movie almost.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, Hong Chau's part of the ensemble, but she plays her role well.
Yeah, she does a great job. Like I said, she might be the best performance in the movie in my mind.
No, I don't blame you for saying that. I prefer her in The Whale, though.
I mean, she's just a gifted actor, but she gets to have more fun in this movie. Like she gets to pop more.
Yes, I'm sure she does. You ready to hear Best Supporting Actor?
Yes.
And we have Dave Bautista for Knock at the Cabin. Also for
Mm-hmm.
Knock at the Cabin, Rupert Grint. Nicholas Hoult for The Menu. Justin Long for Barbarian. And Mark Rylance for Bones and All. And I think this is I don't think you could have had this category any better.
Yeah, I think there are three absolutely great performances in here, an okay performance, and a pretty good performance.
Which one's a which?
Well, I think Batista, Long, and Rylance are all incredible in their roles.
They are.
Rupert Grint's fine. You know, it's a decent performance. And Nicholas Holt's good. He's always good. He especially plays smarmy really well. But I think the two standouts in the menu is Rafe and Hong.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. I'm just happy that Nicholas has had a nomination. I don't expect him to win. But I think the best performance out of these five is Dave Bautista.
I would not argue and would be fine if he wins, but I would not be surprised if Justin Long ends up winning.
No, I would not be surprised. Or Mark.
Yeah, I actually would give it to Mark. I think it's an incredible performance, but yeah, it's probably between Batista and Long.
Yes, I think it's the race. Did you want to read out the facts?
Sure. The first winner of this category went to Scatman Crothers for The Shining. The last winner was Brandon Piera for Nope. Is that the tech guy?
Yes, Angel.
Okay. The most nominations have gone to Lance Hendrickson for 3. And the most wins have gone to John Goodman for 2. Justin Long won this award for Drag Me to Hell in 2009. He was also nominated for Best Actor in 2001, but lost to Jake Gyllenhaal for Donnie Darko. So I guess that was for Jeepers Creepers.
Yes, I forgot to write that down. Sorry, Cody.
That's okay. Dave Bautista, Rupert Grint, Nicholas Hoult, and Mark Rylance all receiving their first nominations.
You know what's weird? Seeing two British child actors from the 2000s growing up and in a horror category.
Yeah.
They've had good careers.
Sorry.
They've had very good careers. All right. Since I read out Best Supporting Actor and you read out Best Supporting Actress, I'm going to read out Best Actress and you can read out Best Actor.
Okay.
And for Best Actress, we have Georgina Campbell for Barbarian, Mia Goth for Pearl, Taylor Russell for Bones and All, Aisha Sutherland for Evil Dead Rise, and Anya Taylor-Joy for The Menu.
Do you have it locked?
Yes, so while Cody's on mute, I am stuck between these two fantastic female performances. I think Anya Taylor-Joy is incredible in The Menu, but my favourite out of these is Mia Goth for Pearl.
I don't think there's anybody else got a chance at winning this. I think it's hers.
Yes, I do too.
Just for the monologue near the end and then that freeze frame shot alone.
How did she hold that smile?
Yeah.
Just how? And apparently that wasn't even in the script. She just did it after a line, and they kept on filming.
Oh Lord! Wow.
Yes. Did you want to read out the facts?
Sure. The first winner was Shelley Duvall for The Shining. The last winner went to Amber Midthunder for Prey. Most nominations have gone to Neve Campbell and Sigourney Weaver with 4. Most awards have gone to Neve Campbell for 3. Mia Goth was nominated for X, but lost to Amber Mindhunter for Prey. Anya Taylor-Joy received her 3rd nomination for this category, winning in 2015 for The Witch, but losing Split the following year to Garnet Smalner for Raw, but she also won Supporting Actress for Last Night in Soho in 2021. Georgina Campbell, Taylor Russell, and Alyssa Sutherland all receiving their first nomination.
Yes, and I kind of see where you're coming from because I've seen Georgina in a TV series called Broadchurch, but Taylor and Elisa seem like newbies.
Mm-hmm.
So I think so. It makes sense that it's either Anya or Mia. Yeah, it makes sense to see either one of the stars of Emma.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mia Goth's going to be the one.
I think so.
And are you ready to announce the nominees for Best Actor?
Yes, the nominees for Best Actor are Timothy Chalamet for Bones and All, Russell Crowe for The Pope's Exorcist, Ralph Fiennes for The Menu, Jonathan Groff for Knock at the Cabin. Did he get because he's just more known than the other guy? And Joaquin Phoenix for Beau is Afraid.
I have no idea. I think it was because of that. Yeah, quite well in the votes.
I think it's Rafe's. Joaquin Phoenix is great, but I think it's Ralph Fiennes' award.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's Ray Fiennes. No, after rewatching the Menu, I think he's actually like I wouldn't even know where to put this in his top 5. It's that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of his great performances where he's not playing a villain.
I can see the tumbleweed going across the screen right now. Kingsman, he's not a villain in Kingsman. I thought he did well in that.
Yeah, he's one of the better parts of that movie.
100%. 100%. But I think Timothy did a good job in Bones and All. Russell Crowe was the best thing about The Pope's Exorcist.
I hadn't seen it.
Oh, you should check it out. Joaquin again. Yeah, both Gladiator boys did well in their retrospective horror films. And I thought Jonathan Groff was good in Knock in the Cabin. I don't think he was as good as Batista.
Oh no, but he doesn't get the more fun role. He's playing the concerned person that's being, he's home invaders and he's a concerned parent. So he doesn't get to.
And he's great at doing that.
Yeah, he does a really good job, but yeah, he doesn't get to have fun like Batista does.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Well, let me tell you, the first winner of this award was Jack Nicholson for The Shining. The last winner was Ethan Hawke for The Black Phone. Johnny Depp has the most nominations with 5. And Morgan Freeman and Song Kang-ho both have the most awards with 2. Joaquin Phoenix won Best Supporting Actor in 2002 for Signs. This is his first nomination for Best Actor. And this is also the first time Timothy, Russell, Ralph, and Jonathan have all been nominated too.
Mm.
But yeah, it sounds like Rafe's. Sounds like Rafe's. Right, I'll do Best Cast. These were the only category that weren't voted on. These were just based on the nominees of acting awards, and they were Barbarian, Beau is Afraid, Bones and All, Knock at the Cabin, and The Menu.
I mean, if you're going with the biggest and most cast, that's The Menu, right? That's got the most people.
Yeah, so if Ray wins Best Act, if Rafe wins Best Actor, yeah, because you have to win an acting award to win Best Cast as well.
Okay, so 1, 2. Well, 4 of these probably have got a shot. Bones and All probably won't end up winning.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you want to read out the two little facts?
The first winner of this award went to The Shining, and the last winner was Nope.
Yeah. To be honest, most of the films that win Best Cast, they all have great casts. And I think I think all 5 of these movies have like great casts. I mean, Beau Was Afraid also has Nathan Lane and Amy Ryan, who I was a little bit annoyed Nathan Lane didn't get nominated. I would have had him into the Reaper myself.
Yeah, Nathan Lane, Amy Ryan, few other people, but those are the notable ones.
Yeah. Richard Kind, I think his name is. He's a really talented voice actor.
Yeah, and the guy that plays a psychiatrist, and Parker Posey.
Parker Posey's good. All right, Cody, because I know this is your favorite category and you love directors just as much as I do. Do the honors.
The nominees for Best Director are Ari Aster for Beau Is Afraid, Zach Krieger for Barbarian, Luca Guadagnino. How do you say his name? Guadagnino for Bones and All, Mark Mylode for The Menu, M. Night Shyamalan for Knock at the Cabin. I'm going with Krieger.
Good shout. I'm gonna go with Shyamalan.
Wow, you're going with Shyamalan? I'm surprised.
There's a Knock at the Cabin really made me realize that he is actually a good filmmaker. He just made a couple of misses, which is fine because I feel like I didn't like Old and I really liked Knock at the Cabin. It really showed a massive increase of how well he's like learned his lesson and made a good movie.
Oh, see, I dig Old. I like the twist. I think it's my favorite Shyamalan cameo, not only because he's basically setting us up for the premise.
The security guard / stadium dealer. That's because I like how he links the two cameos together.
Yeah. He's setting up the whole premise of the movie for us, and then he's the director and he's watching them. Yeah. I thought it was a really well done cameo in Old.
At least it was better than Lady in the Water, where he made himself the main.
That is probably the worst one.
But I'm not going to knock Mark Mylode for The Menu. I think The Menu is. I don't think it has a single flaw to it. I think he did really well, especially when his first movie is Ali G in the House, and then he makes The Menu 20 years later.
Is that his only other directing credit?
I think he's got 2 more, but those are the only 2 movies of his I know.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, that makes sense because The Menu is pretty much satire.
And Ali G in the House is a satire on politics when you think about it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, all of these are well-made movies, so any of these gentlemen are worthy of the award.
And as you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Ari Aster.
Yeah, I guess there is a big divide on him. Some people really like him, and some people don't. I think he's a very gifted director.
I think Robert Eggers is better.
If we're talking production design-wise, he is, from a visual standpoint. But I think Ari Aster has something quite good that he's doing in horror, especially with like trauma and family dynamics.
True, I just like how Eggers tells stories.
I
And uses
mean,
the history.
my top two horror guys right now are Jordan Peele and Mike Flanagan.
Jordan Peele's one of mine. But you know who is the first winner of this award?
Oh, yes. Stanley Kubrick for The Shining, right?
That's right, and the last winner was Scott Derrickson for The Black Phone. Mr. Carpenter, our award winner, has received the most nominations of 8, and one of my all-time favourites, Tim Burton, has won the most of 3. Ari Aster's also been nominated for Hereditary and Midsummer, but he lost to John Krasinski. 2018 and 2019, he lost to Jordan Peele for Us.
That makes more sense.
M. Night's won for The Sixth Sense, but he lost out on The Village to Del Toro and Split to James Wan for The Conjuring, despite Split winning Best Film. And
Interesting.
Luca and Mark have all received their first nominations.
I would say Split is a better movie than The Conjuring 2.
I do, but there's something that tells me that James Wan's a great director in the horror genre.
He is, but yeah. All right.
All right, I think we should do what we always do, Cody. I'll read one, you read the other.
Okay.
For Best Film, we have Barbarian.
Beau is Afraid.
Bones and All.
Evil Dead Rise.
Knock at the Cabin.
The Menu.
Pearl.
And Scream 6.
Okay, I've not seen Scream 6. I'd say Evil Dead Rise is my least favourite of these. I'd say I think Pearl is my personal favourite, but I have a feeling The Menu's going to win this because I know The Menu's quite popular.
I would not be surprised if The Menu ended up winning, but if it was me, it would personally be between Barbarian and Bones and All. But I think Pearl has a good chance of winning.
Yes, I have a feeling about that too. But I've gone back to the old system for this one, the 5-star system, where you rate the films from 5 stars to 1 star, or click haven't seen it, and the film with the most 5 stars wins Best Film. Yes, I'm hoping to get Justin on for when we do when we do the nomination when we announce the winners, to see if he does another scared face like last time.
Oh, did he get a scared face?
Well, because Spider-Man No Way Home came second, he was worried that was going to win. I could see it in his face as I was announcing the winners, and I was trying my hardest not to laugh.
Yeah. I mean, what did end up winning that year?
West Side Story.
Oh, okay. Well, of course, he was scared there if it was between that movie, which he really loved.
Yeah, 2 movies that he really loved. That's probably why he was more scared, because it was 2 movies he really loved.
Maybe so.
And did you want to... I'll read out the first one, and you read out the last. The first winner was The Shining.
And the last winner was The Black Phone.
Yeah, so which film will succeed The Black Phone, which was last year's winner? Did you watch that one?
Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I even read the short story it's based off. I think Ethan Hawke gave a really great performance as a villain, especially since he normally doesn't play those kind of roles. But I thought the 2 kid performances were really strong in that movie.
Oh, they were. They were. So The Menu has the most nominations with 10. Let's see how many of its nominations it can win.
And then Bones and All and Knock at the Cabin are tied with 9.
Barbarian has 7 nominations.
Beau is Afraid has 6.
Pearl has 5.
Evil Dead Rise has 4.
Scream 6 has 3.
And Cocaine Bear has 2.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly right. So, what are your opinions on the overall nominees?
I think it's a good representation of like the last 12 months of horror. I don't know where your cutoff point was at, but yeah, I don't think there's.
It was the end of 2022 because I missed out on Barbarian and the menu because I did it along with the Horrorween I used to do for the website.
Mm-hmm.
But I managed to obviously still keep the Horror Awards going. But yeah, I included obviously Bones and All, the menu, and Pearl, and all the ones that were missed out, and the early ones from this year, like Megan.
So did those all come out post October in the UK? Because some of those were like September releases here.
I didn't see Barbarian. I think Barbarian was in October, but I didn't see it until December.
Oh wow, yeah, because I think that came out in September here and was like already on streaming in October, and then Pearl was a September release for us.
We didn't get that till March.
Wow,
this year.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's very crazy. It's very crazy. So before we end things, did you want to read out the nominees one last time? I'll read out one category, you read out the other.
Sure. What categories are we reading again? All of them?
Yeah, all of them. So best stunt team, we have Barbarian, Cocaine Bear, Evil Dead Rise, Megan, and Stream 6.
Best score is Bones and All, Evil Dead Rise, Knock at the Cabin, The Menu, and Pearl.
Best production values are Beau is Afraid, Bones and All, Knock at the Cabin, The Menu, and Pearl.
Best screenplay is Barbarian, Bones and All, Knock at the Cabin, The Menu, and Pearl.
For best supporting actress, we have Hong Chow for The Menu, Patti LeBon for Beau is Afraid, Margot Martindale for Cocaine Bear, Jenna Ortega for Scream 6, and Miranda Otto for Talk to Me.
For supporting actor, we have Dave Bautista and Rupert Grint both for Knock at the Cabin, Nicholas Hoult for The Menu, Justin Long for Barbarian, and Mark Rylance for Bones and All.
For best actress, we have Georgina Campbell for Barbarian, Mia Goth for Pearl, Taylor Russell for Bones and All, Alyssa Sutherland for Evil Dead Rise, and Anya Taylor-Joy for The Menu.
For Best Actor, we have Timothée Chalamet for Bones and All, Russell Crowe for The Pope's Exorcist, Ralph Fiennes for The Menu, Jonathan Groff for Knock at the Cabin, and Joaquin Phoenix for Beau is Afraid.
For Best Cast, we have Barbarian, Beau is Afraid, Bones and All, Knock at the Cabin, and The Menu.
Best Director is Ari Aster for Beau is Afraid, Zach Krieger for Barbarian, Luca Guadagnino for Bones and All, Mark Mylod for The Menu, and M. Night Shyamalan for Knock at the Cabin.
For Best Film, we have Barbarian, Beau is Afraid, Bones and All, Evil Dead Rise, Knock at the Cabin, The Menu, Pearl, and Scream 6. Nice. So I'm going to start the voting in October, but I will be sharing all the videos, the photographs of the nominations throughout the next couple of days, and I will be showing a full list of the nominations for everybody to read if they want. Cody, thank you very much for joining me today to announce these, and I hope everybody gets to see this either on the group or on YouTube.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's fun. This is a more fun awards than your other one for me personally.
You're not the first person to say that. A lot of people have been saying that.
But maybe it's just because I'm in the mood for spookiness, so that makes it even more fun.
Exactly. And I'm thinking about doing an animated one for animated films.
Yeah, I saw that. That would be fun.
Yes, it will. It will be a lot of fun. Right, I'm gonna let you all go. Enjoy your evening, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much for joining me, Cody, and thank you
Yep.
to everyone who voted for these nominees. Right. Bye, everyone. Bye, Cody.
Bye.
Bye.